BYDFi is a crypto exchange on desktop and mobile where you can spot trade, futures trade, as well as a free test account so you can practice futures trading without getting wrecked. BYDFi. Good evening, everybody. Only joking, good morning. Let's have a look at the state of these charts, shall we? As they are all coming down, obviously, as we can see that with the S&P, and you can see that with Bitcoin. But is there going to be some sort of bounce soon, for Bitcoin at least? Well, I can tell you, focusing on the Bitcoin chart, yeah, there is actually some good setup brewing on that for a bounce. Might even be the reversal. But first, we're just going to sort of digest this stock chart, which is your US 500s, the pre-market. So we're sitting on the 200 simple moving average on the 4-hourly here. It's Golden Cross retest. Golden Cross took place here, and there's your retest. So if you're going to get a bounce from anywhere, you should be expecting a bounce more or less now. No bull div, no nothing like that. You've got some rising momentum on the money flow index, but nothing other than that. They've actually just got a fresh short signal. So as far as stocks are concerned, despite this being an area, I don't know if it's going to hold, and I would generally expect it to go down because that's my expectations over the higher term time frames anyway. You know, I've made no sort of, I've not hidden that. This has been my fear moving into this portion of the cycle, or this moving into the fourth quarter really, where the summer has now ended and we were expecting the consolidation to end at the end of summer. So it's the end of summer. And so, yeah, I suppose you could consider this like a little bit of contingency consolidation for Bitcoin. It's still very much in a consolidation formation. We know that this falling channel is nice, neat, and tidy, with the support roughly, if it were to happen instantly today, the lowest you'd expect would be about 52,400 really. Now a trend line like this, which has been going on for a little long. It's not going to be perfect, you know, wicks, candle bodies, wherever. It's not going to be perfect. We should really think about it in terms of moving averages, which for me is my bread and butter anyway, which gives you the 50 exponential and the bottom of the Bollinger Band at 54,400 and the 50 simple at 53,300. So there is a support zone. I'm just going to put a box in here because I'm going to talk, not bullish, but optimistic about what Bitcoin's going to do over these next few days. Optimistic about where we're going to see a bounce, possibly reversal, but certainly a bounce. So this is the area, this box, as we are headed towards it currently, and again, you know, we're getting pushed down further towards it by the nature of the S&P, which has been 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row bearish. And now below a Bollinger Band, looking to completely fall into the lower 5,000s, and then probably over the next couple of weeks, if we continue with this direction and momentum, go below that to those areas that, you know, I said these last couple of weeks really. So again, that is my fear, that this was going to happen with the S&P. We're going to have a double top, and then we're going to consolidate on stock market, on indices. Bitcoin could have finished this consolidation at any point. The correlation with the upside of stocks has completely finished. There was none of that anyway. Consolidation for Bitcoin was very much a crypto consolidation. There wasn't anything going on with stocks. In fact, stocks was pushing to previous and new all-time highs and then tried to make a double top again. So that stocks, crypto, you can't overlay them. However, you know, if money has been taken out of stocks, and again S&P, all the stocks, then you know you're going to see it probably correlate again, but in a negative way. But let me tell you something. If we take this approach to Bitcoin, which is all right, you're not correlated. You know, you've got your own thing going on, which it does. It definitely does. It's being dragged down with stocks. The correlation is clear to me, but the setup remains, which is that on the 4-hourly, yeah, we got Death Cross, and the Death Cross basically gives you a top target of a retest, because again, Death Crosses love to get retested, of $60,000. And look, if you moved up to the top of this channel again, which it could, and even all the way up to here, 68,000. It's all absolutely on the table, you know. But first, what we would be looking for is a move down into this box. And we've got some bullish divergence, relatively consistent now, bullish divergence since this later stage of the pullback has been concerned. So lower lows, higher lows, higher lows. I would actually put it to you that the next sweep down for Bitcoin is likely to see a bounce, whether that's at the top of the box or the bottom of the box. Let's just measure it from the top of the box to here. That's a 10% move, 11% move on Bitcoin. That might be enough. That might be enough to get Noob Master to ask his Aunt Fanny for some more money, and he'll push the sell walls and break them, and you can see yourself moving to the top of the channel. 26.5% move to the up. Look, with this kind of setup, if this was just Bitcoin on its own and stocks weren't looking the way they were looking, and again, look, stocks are at support right now, I'll be touting for this move generally as the most likely setup, really. Based on its own chart, it is a likely setup. I think what we should be looking for now more than ever is a decent bounce, whether from the top of the box or the bottom of the box or the bottom of this channel, given the setup that we can see on this 4 hourly. And we've got to hope that S&P does hold here. That would be good for Bitcoin, at least to get this rally. It might not be reversal. It could be dead cat bounce. I don't know what you want to refer to it as. Let's just call it a setup, right? So we don't have any particular bias clouding our judgment as to where it's going to go from now on. But it does look like that is a decent possibility. So try to refrain from shorting. And let's stick some optimistic eyes in and recognize what it is that we see. This is ready for a decent bounce, and I would probably say let's just target major moving averages, horizontals. You might not get past 57,000, so but if you did, top target 60, and if you break from that, the top of the channel. It's all still a consolidation, by the way. Even if you made your way back up to 68,600, it's all still a consolidation. But it's certainly a trading setup. So I just wanted to bring it to your attention. Of course, look further down based on, indices, S&P, NASDAQ, and even if you just look at individual stocks, they don't look very good at all, especially the Magnificent Seven, as they call them. Things like Nvidia, Tesla, don't look very good. But stepping back from that, which is the broader move, we've got a short-term time frame, 4 hourly bullish divergence that's been taking place since the 28th. I like it. So it's been a week in the making, and we're looking for that move. Anyway, I'll leave with you there. Hopefully I'll see you on the Patreon live stream tonight. Links in the description below, and we can set up as many charts as we have time for to see if they are going to benefit from that at all. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.